What's up, LT gang? It's your boy LT, and today we're gonna watch three true horror story animated stories. Now, if y'all remember last time when I was watching these, a few of these stories messed me up to where I was thinking that I was never gonna do these videos again. You feel me? But you feel me? The same rules apply. While we filming these videos, if I hear anything, if any lights flicker or anything, the video was over with. I'm not filming no more of these if that happens. Fortunately, that didn't happen last time, but I ain't gonna hold y'all no more. We about to get into the video. I hope y'all enjoy it. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and hit that post notification bell. But let's get into it.
I am currently going through psychiatric treatment
Not
to get over a
psychiatric.
horrifying experience. I have a friend named Vikram in college. Everyone used to call him Vicky. He was the first guy who came up and talked to me on my first day of college.
I'm not calling no dude
Vicky was a
Vicky,
fun-loving,
but I hear
happy
you.
person. He made friends easily. He was always laughing and joking around the college campus. Maybe that's why no one could tell he was hiding such a dark secret.
I mean, we learned that
Last
last
year,
time.
our final year of college, we became a bit upset as the Puja holidays were about to begin, and everyone will be leaving for their homes soon. One day, I was going to the hostel after class when I saw Vicky standing near the hostel gate, smiling at me. He came to me and we started to walk together. I asked him, "Hey, what's the plans for this holiday?" He replied in an upset voice, "I will be so bored sitting at home. Don't know what to do, man."
That sound like
I
Biggie.
agreed with him,
I don't know if
as
that's
I
just
was
me, but
going to
that
do
sound
the
like
same
Biggie.
thing,
I wasn't
sitting
going.
at my house this holiday. Suddenly, he looked at me and said, "Hey, you are free during Diwali, right?" I nodded in a confused manner.
I mean, he did
He
just say
became
he gonna be
excited and
chilling in the
said,
crib. I
"Great,
mean,
why don't you come and spend Diwali at my house? It will be fun." I thought, this is not a bad idea. Anyway, I am going
dog.
to stay with my grandparents, so spending Diwali with Vicky will be quite fun. I immediately accepted his invitation. Vicky stayed in Mumbai. I, on the other hand, lived in Delhi. I told him I will do my bookings as soon as possible because it's hard to arrange tickets during the festival season. I informed my parents about this small trip, and we left for the festivals. Vicky told me that he won't be able to attend me at the airport because he had to take care of some preparations for the Diwali celebration. So, he will send his driver to pick me up from the airport. The holidays came, and we left. I stayed for a while with my grandparents. I took a flight on the morning of Diwali and reached around 10 a.m. I already informed Vicky about my arrival before boarding the flight. As I exited the airport premises, I noticed a man wearing a driver's outfit standing outside.
See, at that point, I'm just
He
gonna
had a
call it
placard on
Uber.
his hand with my
Nah,
name
he look a
written on
little
it.
too sketchy for
I
me.
walked to him and introduced myself. The man looked frail and weak. He had dark circles under his eyes. Even though he smiled at me, I felt there's something off about him. Anyway, I sat in the car and he started to drive. Mumbai is known as a crowded city, but after 4.5 hours, we arrived in a rural area. I checked my GPS and it showed we are in Mokhata. Mokhata is a census town in the Palghar district of Maharashtra state.
Man, it
The
look like he
view
got
was
ways to
breathtaking.
go.
My mind got all refreshed, seeing the vast green fields,
Ways to
tall
go.
hills, and blue lakes around me. Vicky told me about the long ride, so I already ate at the airport. It was 5 p.m. when I reached the house. Vicky's house looked like an old mansion. His family seemed to be very rich. I was impressed with his down-to-earth attitude, even though he belonged from such a wealthy family. As I got out the car, I saw Vicky standing at the doorway with a big smile on his face. He ordered the driver to take my luggage inside and took me to the house. The house looked even grander from the inside. There was a long wooden stairway in the dining hall leading up to the bedrooms on the first floor.
Okay,
A
that's
huge
solid.
chandelier was hanging from the ceiling. There were costly antiques all over the house. Big oil paintings were hanging on the wall, with beautifully carved statues kept all over the hallway. I was looking around just when I saw a woman coming down the stairs. She was wearing costly jewelry and dressed in black. Vicky introduced me to her, saying it was his mother. I paid my regards to her. She raised her hand to bless me just when I noticed something weird. She was wearing rings on her hand. Each ring looked really odd. One of it was a bird's skull. One had the face of a demon, while the other one had some mysterious...
See, bro, this is where these horror stories get me every time. Because it's like, how are they this slow? Anybody who wears that, bro, is suspect. Off rip, bro. Like, she came down in an all-black dress, you feel me? Demonic rings and skulls. Like, who just wears that?
sign on
Like, first, who
she
buys
saw me
that?
noticing her hand and creepily
Like,
smirked
what
at me.
woman is like, oh, that's
She
cute.
then looked
I'm
at
finna
Vicky
buy
and
that.
said,
No.
Take
no,
your
that-
friend
no.
upstairs. We have arranged your brother's room for him. It's been 3 years now since Vicky and I are studying together, but he never told me about his brother. I turned towards him and said, Oh, you never said you had a brother. Wouldn't he mind if I captured his room? Vicky started to
Captured his
hesitate.
room, though. That's what you
This
said?
is the first time I saw him being nervous. Before he could come up with a reply, his mother said in a firm voice, His brother lives downstairs. You have nothing to worry about. I didn't say anything more and walked upstairs with Vicky. There were 3 rooms upstairs. Vicky took me to the last room of the long passage. As I entered the room, I realized they have done remarkable arrangements for me. The bed had a new silk sheet. There were juices and fruits kept on the table. Clean towels and fresh sleepers were kept on the shelf for me. I told Vicky in a shy manner, This is too much. You didn't have to do all this for me. He smiled uncomfortably and said, Well, my mom insisted to make your stay as comfortable as possible. She did everything, actually. He then told me to get freshened up and come downstairs to eat. I closed the door and went to take a shower. I was enjoying all this luxury, but somewhere deep down my heart, I was having a weird feeling, like something is very wrong about this house. I thought, I am just tired from the journey, so I got freshened up and went downstairs to eat. When I reached the dining area, I saw a long wooden table lying in the middle of the room. There were different dishes, and each looked very delicious. Vicky was sitting right beside his mother. On the opposite side, I saw a man sitting with a very old face. He wasn't old by age, but his face appeared very unusual. His eyes were dropping down, with heavy wrinkles all over the forehead and cheek. I sat next to him, and Vicky told me, this is his father. He had a stroke a few years back, so he is not in good health. I smiled and introduced myself, but Vicky's father didn't even look at me. He just kept staring at the plate. Vicky's mother told me to excuse him as he barely speaks or recognizes people these days. It felt very surprising to me that all these years, Vicky never talked about his family. We started to eat just when something caught my eye. There was another chair at the table, but it was empty. I looked at Vicky and said, Hey, where's your brother? Vicky's mom quickly replied, My son is sick. That's why we keep him downstairs. We have arranged a 24/7 medical observation in the house for him. Hence, he can't come and eat with us. But don't worry, you will see him soon. When she said I will see Vicky's brother soon, I noticed Vicky's face turning pale. Everything was feeling very disturbing to me. I could see there was something they aren't telling me. After finishing dinner, Vicky's mother told me, You better go and rest. Our Diwali rituals will begin at dawn, so if you don't rest, you won't be able to enjoy. I didn't say anything and went to my room quietly. Vicky told me he will come to get me at 3 a.m. before the rituals begin. Diwali is celebrated at night, but I never heard about any Diwali ritual that begins at 3 a.m. I lied on my bed, thinking about the sudden change in Vicky's behavior. I couldn't shake off the feeling about his brother's sickness also.
Bail out, bro. Bail out, my boy.
The house and its people were being very creepy to me. Around 1 a.m. at night, I woke up hearing a sound from downstairs. I heard someone talking in a very low voice. I got up from my bed and tiptoed into the passage. I peeked from the wall downstairs and saw the driver carrying a man into his arms. Vicky was with him too. Both of them disappeared behind the stairs. I couldn't bear the mystery anymore, so I walked down the stairs to check what the hell is going on with these people.
Same thing I'm saying,
After
bro.
coming downstairs, I saw lights coming behind a door under the stairs. This area under the stairs was so dark earlier that I could hardly notice the door. I reached the door and heard Vicky's mother's voice. She was chuckling in a very spooky manner.
See, bro?
I put my eye, opening the door slightly to look at what's happening inside the room. What I saw, Vicky was standing near a wooden slab and his mother was standing next to it. She was dressed horrifyingly. A garland made of small animal skulls were hanging from her neck. The room was filled with candles.
No,
There were huge satanic
Get out of
symbols
there,
painted
bro.
all over the walls,
bro.
probably with blood. And on that wooden slab lied a rotten dead body. I could tell from the decomposition of the body
I'm
that this person had been dead for a long time. A foul, rancid smell made the air of the room heavy and hard to breathe. Suddenly, Vicky's mother turned to the driver and said, "You will go to the boy's room and inject him with this high-dose sedative in his sleep. Then bring him to us. I have waited so long for this moment. It is time to make my son alive again. At 3 a.m. sharp, I will begin the rituals and the boy's soul will inherit my son's body." Oh, Vicky, you don't know what that means. You will get your loving brother back. We will all be a happy family again. Your father will get well as well when he will see his dead son come to life. I couldn't believe.
Bro, first of all, I wouldn't have been in this situation. Because if y'all recall, he said he was going to chill at the crib, watch some TV, probably even pop some popcorn. How you go from that to being on the brink of having your soul snatched from your body, bro? See, bro, just stay home. If you would have stayed home, this would not be an issue.
What I was hearing.
Should've stayed
I
at the
wasn't
crib.
able to accept that Vicky lured me to his house so that his sick mother can perform some demonic
At this
ritual on
point,
me.
they have to meet you, bro.
I thought he was my one true friend.
Right.
Oh God,
They have
what will
to
I
meet
do
you.
now? These people are psycho.
Actually, no,
They are
might
planning
have
to kill me
superpowers or
tonight.
something.
I was sweating like hell. My hands were shaking, my legs feeling numb. I had no idea how I will get out of here. Where will I go
Put
in
it-
the middle of the night? The entire area is filled with forests and hills. I was in tears and sweat just when I felt a pat on my back. I would have screamed right then, but Vicky's father gestured me to be quiet by putting his finger on his lips. He held my hand and silently took me upstairs. I was out of my mind. I couldn't do anything but follow him. We got into my room and he calmed me down. He gave me the car keys and said, "You must leave immediately. My wife has gone insane after my elder son committed suicide. I had a stroke out of the same shock, but somehow accepted our fate. But she still believes dark magic can bring our son back. She brainwashed
not
Vicky
a
saying if he brings a
superhero.
boy to our house, they can put his soul into my dead son's body and make him alive again."
It's not
The
how it
man
works.
started to cry in front of me. It was probably heartbreaking for him to see his entire family falling apart. But this was my only chance to get out of this creep show.
Yeah, but
I
what
quickly
about
packed my bags and came out of the house.
it? Hood, be gone.
As I started the car engine, I heard Vicky's mother shouting out loud, "Vicky, stop him! He is running away!" But there was nothing in the world that could stop me then. I pressed the accelerator real hard, and with a loud sound of tires creaking, I drove away. I noticed the house entrance in the car rearview mirror, and I saw Vicky standing there with a sad face. Vicky didn't come back for the last semester, and I have no idea what happened to him or his family. I didn't keep any contact with him after this horrifying
If he would
incident.
have came back to the
I have to
US after
challenge
that,
all of you. Go
it
to
was gonna
every
be me
computer
and
in your
him.
house, your mom's,
You
your
feel me?
dad's, your sister, your
Just
brother's
whatever.
computer, and install Honey. Wait, Mom,
But hey, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you though. That video was more messed up than any other videos I have watched, bro. And I didn't watch the messed up one. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I want y'all to like, comment, share, smash that like button, comment what kind of videos y'all want to see in the future. Share this video with all y'all friends. And this your boy LT, and I'm out.